Cancer, it's that time of the month again, August 2018. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. We see some pretty intense stuff going on this month for you, and it's a significant month because this area of your horoscope, the second sign of Cancer, which is Leo, is going to see a very important solar eclipse. We see that occurring around the 11th as the moon swings around here and makes contact with retrograde Mercury and also the Sun. So finances are definitely under the microscope for you. And if you look across here at the 7th house of partnerships, we see that not only is Mercury, this is the 12th ruler. Now the 12th ruler is what we call a neutral ruler. However, it rules the 3rd house, which in some systems of astrology is not particularly favourable. Overall, it's not too bad, but being the ruler of the 12th house, this can up the ante on your expenses and create some confusion over the way you are earning your money at this time. Overestimation of cash receipts, for example, overestimation of what you're going to earn, especially if, say, you're in a commission style of sales as work. Then the square that we see here to Jupiter, from this 5th house of forward-thinking, creative forecasting, may be faulty. It may be faulty in your judgment. And for you, the retrogression of Mercury is not great. Now, we do see that this eclipse necessarily involves the new moon. So whatever's happening here, I think, is going to bring with it a whole new slew of different tools you're going to bring to the way you earn your money. And I've been saying to a few of the signs over the past few months, and I use the term living in a jar, because if you're living in a jar, firstly, you run out of oxygen. The energy and drive that you have initially for a project or the type of work or the relationship even that you're in, we see that as sort of on the cards too, is that you run out of steam. You lose that creative power to really make something beautiful of it. And that's all to do with the disconnectedness of your spirit, your heart, your love for what it is that you're doing, for who it is that you're with, for the circumstances that you find yourself in. So it's imperative under these transits that you heed the message of this eclipse. It's a very powerful one. And what we see also is the connection there to, this is nice, you got some nice influences here in your domestic sphere, family, mother, etc., etc. And therefore you should use that as a means of finding some respite. It's this one here that I'm looking at that is necessarily of great concern. The retrogression of Saturn, Pluto and Mars. This combination's not savoury. I'm not going to mince words on this. It's really quite nasty if you don't know how to handle it. Now, not all challenging aspects are going to demolish you, but if you don't have that love or that commitment to working on the relationships, to connecting with what it is in the other person that is not working for them, then you need to reappraise things. And I said in the previous reading to one of the other star signs, the key to this is understanding. And that word is so mismanaged, misunderstood, because it simply means standing under. So in your relationships, you have to humble yourself, especially with this massive combination of planets here. There can be arguments, there can be frustration, there can be really sudden and abrupt, this is Uranus, sudden and abrupt decisions that you make based upon living in a jar that you're not thinking through carefully enough. And that's why the new moon eclipse, I think, is important. Here we see the full moon taking place on the 26th in the 9th house of your belief systems. So there's a necessity for you to connect also the philosophy that you have with your day-to-day affairs, with the relationships that you're in, with the value systems that you have in terms of what it is you're doing to earn money, what it is that you're doing in terms of, you know, focusing on your future security. Because the security, if it rests wholly and solely on monetary issues, it's not going to work for you. And that is what this cycle, mini cycle, as the moon transits with the ideal Neptune in the 9th house of your horoscope indicates. And look here, somewhat favourable influence to Jupiter. Jupiter rules this 9th house and shows some breakthroughs there if you're able to get into a state of meditation, self-reflection, and an unbiased awareness of the condition that you find yourself in this period of your life. There we see on the 30th, a bit more of a focus on your work, and that can be a breakthrough as well in terms of the financial aspects we had discussed at the outset of the reading. 31st, a bit edgy, Moon in conjunction with Uranus in your 11th house. Again, favourable influences to the Sun. Mercury has gone direct by this time, so that could start to see an improvement and some deeper standing under of the situation. Check out astrology.com.au. Come and see me if you want. Type a note to me if you've got any questions. You know, I'm here, I'm available. I want to connect with you guys too. Otherwise, I'm not living by what I teach. Hope to see you here next month. Astrology.com.au. Check it out. See you soon. Bye-bye.